welcome back. So I thought I would just share a little bit about my lineup. I guess I really haven't done this, not fully, and now that it's kind of updated and maybe finished, and then we're gonna set up next week in my plotter. I have done a little bit of changes and I wanted to share that and just talk about some desk shenanigans, I guess. So I'm gonna move. We'll start and go from maybe the bottom up. I'll probably do the plotter last since that's what I'm gonna set up, but we'll start with the one on the bottom and just kind of go up from there. So right now I'm using this. I just received it for my ink journal. I have went through a couple so far. I started with the Penguin Paper Co. I always get it mixed up. Tomoe River paper. I was hopeful that maybe it was older paper. It's not. It bleeds through really bad, only in parts, so really wasn't working out. So I did cut out those sheets and put it in my A6, and I was using that, and there's no problem with it, but I feel like I needed a little more room. So I picked up this A5 from Galen Leather. I got the cover from them as well. Their covers are really reasonably priced for beautiful, floppy, nice leather. I mean, it's nothing. It's just a folio cover with a couple of little slip pockets. And then I got so you can get the cover and then just add the notebook with it. And they have a couple of different options. So I did the Cosmo Airlight. I have only used it a couple of times, so I'm not sure, but for now it's working out great. I just added a few stickers. I got this one from Atlas. This is my sticker. And then this little YouTube sticker is part of my little contact cards that I hand out if you meet me in person. Danielle at Constance.com created this for me last year for what was it, SGS? And I've been using it because I just love it. Has a nib, it has books, it has Harry Potter, my mermaid that she created me, and then what's the other sticker? Oh, and then the YouTube sticker. So but if you ever want one of these, feel free to, shoot me a message. I don't care to send them out. Just in a regular envelope if you want one. So this, just like I said, I have just started this. So I have my new pen day. You can see the ghosting, but there was no bleed through from the swatches on the other side. So I'm very happy with that. But this was my new pen day from Zodiac Pen Co., where I received this beautiful pen from Bart, and I am so happy with that. It's beautiful. Love it. And then my swatches that came from Atlas, I ordered 3 Linen Toolbar inks and then a Benu pen, my first Benu. I have not inked it up yet, but as for the swatch or the writing sample, I'm very happy with it. Once I kind of realized I didn't have enough ink on the nib because it was a little dry up here, but you can tell the difference in the ink because it was the same ink and this is much lighter. I just didn't have it wet enough. I hadn't dipped it good enough. So that's all I've used it for, but you can see there's some ghosting, which is to be expected. This is 75 GSM, I believe. I don't know if it tells in here anywhere, but I love it. It's working perfect so far. We'll be moving everything into this come March. Basically, I'll probably do my February process, not, what is it called? I don't even know. Progress. That's it. Progress report in here as well. And then just kind of go with it. Because I may come back and do go ahead and re-swatch my currently inked. I don't know though. That's a lot of work. But if I feel the need to play with some inks, I may. So that is my ink journal. Next up is my actual journal. This is a standard size traveler's notebook with Starbucks Reserve Roastery in the blue cover. And this, I just have the little plastic. I use it to hold my inserts instead of having them on the elastic. I just have the plastic thing on the elastic, and then the little inserts are slipped into the front and back cover. I just found that it was easier that way, but you can see my little elastic is right here, just holding this plastic piece in. So I like it that way. It works well. This, I just kind of do a little bit of everything. New pen day, journaling. I've been doing some quotes and trying to do just some different things in here. Just stuff that makes me happy. I'm a little behind. My back's been hurting. So today is like the 15th, 16th. And so, yeah, I'm a little behind, but I'm just doing 2 months to a book. So this will be January and February. I did not finish out January. I only did like probably 15 days or so. So I'll probably have some space at the back that I may just throw some stickers in there or do something, because I'm like right now at the middle part. So I don't know, but I am going to swap it out when I hit March. I'm going to just do 2 months at a time in here. We'll see how it goes. And if I slack off in March, maybe we'll go to 3 months in each one and just see how it goes from there. And then I'm using the back part for like my artsy little, this was for, I don't remember what it's called. Everything Art, Wanderlust. I haven't even done anything with it. And they're like on, I don't know how many weeks in now, 7. And I haven't touched it. So I don't know. I'm just not good with stuff like I think the spreads turned out really pretty, but I'm just not, like, these make me happy when I'm doing them, but I feel like I have to be in the right headspace to do this, and I just really haven't been in the mood. So I'm trying to keep up with my journal though, at least, and it's not really like a whatever journal. It's more just a fun whatever. Like I said, new pen day, new things. So I'll share this and then I'll tell you why I switched. So I started out in this book doing what I'm doing now in this book. I don't know. So this is an Archer and Olive. I'm really sad that I basically ruined this notebook with 1 page. So I'll just glue the pages together and move along, use it for something else. I don't know what. But so I started just like, I'm just trying to work on like my writing, not hand lettering or anything like that. Just my actual handwriting. And I just want it to be more like consistent, because sometimes I write uppercase, sometimes I write lowercase, sometimes it's cursive, sometimes the words all mixed together, and I'll have 2 or 3 letters that are cursive and 2 or 3 that are uppercase and 2 or 3 that are lowercase, and it just looks a hot mess. So I'm trying to be more like just have a nice flow. So I started, this is the first Harry Potter book. Those books have been with me for my entire, not my entire life, but I read them in high school, and, you know, they are just, it's a world that resonates with me, and I love Harry Potter. So I thought, well, I'd start with book 1. Now I kind of wish I had chosen like maybe a smaller book, because this is going to take me forever, which is fine. I don't care if it takes me 10 years to do 1 book. I'm just doing it for practice. But I was using, this is Ferris Wheel Press Serpentine Blooms. I was just grabbing whatever pen I had inked up. I wanted to write 2 pages. I'm going to do 2 pages with each pen. Unless I run out of ink with them, then I'll swap mid-page. But hopefully I'll be able to do 2 pages with each pen. I do use my pens for other things too, so just depends. But you can't see the shimmer, except for like in 2 words. And I'm just like, okay, so maybe it's just me and I didn't shake it good. So I shook it. So like, I was even trying to see that there's like a couple of spots of glitter here. Anyway, so I shook it and retried, and like there was one line. It's like this line has a few little sparkles in it, and then there's nothing else. So I was like, okay, this paper is not what I'm looking for. So whatever. I'm, like I said, sad that but I've never really used these planners or journals or whatever you want to call them. But this was my favorite. Like, I still have the ghost one. I don't think I've touched it yet, and I have the red moon one, but I don't even know what I would use them for. It would have to be something that did not show any ink properties, I guess, just because it doesn't seem, the ink just kind of doesn't work well in my opinion. At least not the shimmer inks. Maybe the other ones are fine, but I have a couple that I've used my fountain pens in, but I've not really been trying to see if they were, you know, and maybe I'll wind up with a Cosmo Airlight, you know, I don't know, we'll see. But this one has cream paper. I don't know how I feel about it yet either, but I just restarted. So, this is a Midori. So it's the same type of paper that's in my Traveler's Company notebooks. And it got a little dent in. But this was like $12. So, you know, it's got, I don't know, a couple hundred pages in it or something. So maybe I'll get through a little bit. I got a little cover coming. It's the Yuki Cat, just A5. It looks like this, just a slip pocket that you can put these in. And I just wanted something to protect it so it doesn't get like dinged up or bent. But I just restarted it, so we'll see. I do know that I really do like this paper. I do wish it was white just because it does change the color of the ink a little bit. But this is just for fun. This is just for me. So I guess I really could have continued. The whole thing with this is it's not as smooth. The writing experience, like, it's not as smooth on this to like write that many pages at one time, that small. And also it's quite a bit thicker. So like my hand resting on it is not as comfortable to write. So I think this will work out better. I'll update you guys on what I think, but I like the paper. I know I do. I'll probably look into maybe getting a few of the white ones. I think they're a little more expensive, and I think you have to get them from like Jet Pens. I don't think I saw them on Amazon. This was $12 on Amazon. So, and I do like the paper. I wish it was the design fill paper, which is what my plotter has. Yeah, it's not. That paper is just so smooth. It's so nice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this Midori paper. It's very smooth too, but it's not as smooth as the DP paper. I thought it was DP paper, but it's not. It's okay. I'm excited to kind of get that process going. This is my Euroliku little pouch. It's what I threw my Hobonichi in. I'll show you what I'm doing with it. I started planning in it. It's not working. I don't need more than one planner, which I still have 2 planners, but I'll get to that. So with my Hobonichi, it was just too hard to write in that other cover. I bought that stupid expensive cover. I have so many covers, guys. I need to get rid of some. But this is just easy because I just throw it in here. I don't care. I mean, it's just sitting on my desk. It doesn't really even need to be in one, but I don't know. I like the look of covers. That's why I like everything I have is in a cover. So this, I started out using it as a planner, and I need to get caught up. I'm a little behind. So I did start out using it as my planner and carrying it with me to work, but my plotter is just so much easier. And now that I have tweaked my plotter a little bit, I'll show you guys when we get there. I'm so excited to use it. So I really don't need this. So I tried it for a few weeks, and then I just thought I'm just going to because the ink any ink shows its properties so well on Hobonichi paper. Hobonichi paper is just beautiful. I hope they get whatever they have going worked out, because I just love my Hobonichi paper. I did have a little bit of bleed through, so I'm not immune to it either. It was the two that are kind of the hardest to deal with, because none of the rest of these, and even the same ink here, did not bleed through. So let me see. It didn't bleed through here, but it did here. So, and it was just 2 little spots, but it did bleed through. So, but the, like, I don't know if you can see the glitter, but just everything shows its properties so nice on this paper. I love it. So I'm just really writing down what pen and ink I'm using for the day, because I just tend to use like one in, I don't even use it in my plotter. My plotter, I'll show you what pen I've been using in that, but that's going to change. And I've also got a video coming up that I'm super excited about. That's going to kind of go along with my plotter for a planner pen. So I'm just writing like what I pretty much journaled with or used. Like when I was sitting here at my desk, I pull out one pen and I just use one pen. Well, unless there's something specific I'm going to do with something else, but so it's just kind of a running list of what ink and pen I used that day. And I really enjoy just looking at, and you can see where my, you know, in February, I re-inked my pens. So they started out, this one I did move forward, but now everything's like pink. So, but yeah, I'm a little, like I said, a little behind about, but I came in here and wrote this because I was trying to see, and I don't see any shimmer in this pen. I don't know what's going on with that Opus 88. I think I'm going to clean it. It's even like leaking in the lid. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with the pen, but like, I don't know. Yep. Like, see if you can see that blob right there. So then when and I'm closing it, like I hold it up like this before I close the thing, so the ink that's up in here will kind of like pull back down, but it's, yeah, it's just blobbing all up in my cap. So I don't know if it's the ink. I did use the Aurora Borealis the first month from Diamine and had no issues. So I wrote in here and there was no shimmer, so just like whatever. So I'm a little behind. Yeah, today's the 16th, so I need to go back in and fill that in. But that's really all I'm using this for, and I think at the end of the year it'll be nice to kind of look through and see what pens that I use the most, what inks that I use the most, and just have a fun, colorful journey of pens for the year. So that's all I'm doing right now in my weeks, and that's only because I want to use it, because I spent money on it and I already wrote in it, and I didn't think anybody else would want it, so that's what we're doing. All right, planner. And I just have this in here because I was using it last night when I was writing in it. This is just really, I don't even know what I'm doing with it because I bought it. It's my, I've had a few different thoughts of what I might go back and do with it. I thought about doing like the inks and stuff that I purchased, pen purchases, things like that, or acquired on like the monthly, because I don't need another monthly. I have my monthly in my plotter. So I really have just been filling this in with what I did for the day. Basically the same stuff that's in my plotter, but only because I don't know that I'll keep the weekly pages in my plotter, so this will keep, but again, it's just kind of pointless because there's really nothing in here that I need to keep up with, I guess. But in the back, I've been adding some video things that I'm going to be working on. So maybe I should go back to doing just my planner, my video stuff, like all of my stuff from YouTube and Instagram. So like posts, and so maybe I'll do that instead of going back and rewriting in everything that we did for the week. Maybe I will move to this being just like a social media journal, not even journal, but then yeah, I can keep my video ideas in the back and things that I'm planning for. So right now, that's kind of what this is being, is just well, I don't know, just a little planner for whatever purposes. But I love this cover so much. This is a Chic Sparrow cover, and I had it custom done last year, and I used it for a little while. These really thick planners don't fit in it as well as some. And I thought, well, I could put my passport stuff in it because I do love this. So I love this cover. But the passport size is just so small that, I mean, that cover would just swallow these inserts. So, and I really like this is just, well, this was supposed to be school, which I've not written anything in it. I mean, I have too many calendars. I should take that one out. I don't even know why I have it in there. But then my little, these are fun. Now, these I've been kind of doing at work. They're just little ways to, use ink. It does bleed through on this paper. So I just stuck my little thing. I accidentally didn't once, but I stuck my little thing back here. And then I have my reading journal or reading log, which I've only read 3 books so far this year. So, oh well, it is what it is. I don't care. I'm not pushing myself. Last year I pushed myself. I read 52 books, and I probably remember 2 of them. So I'm not going to do that this year. I'm going to read when I feel like it and what I want. And if I don't want to read, I'm not going to read. So I'm just going to work on having fun this year. But I love this cover, so I wanted to use it, so I put my planner in it. All right, so last up, we have my plotter, and I'm going to talk about the changes that I've made while we just kind of set this up. I don't even know what we need to set up. I don't think I have a lot going on. I have like a doctor's appointment. So I've been using, this is my cotton, is it cotton candy? Yeah. Cotton Candy. It's a special pen from Goldspot. I don't know that these are available anymore. Mine was number, 258 of 300. So this is a Retro 51 Tornado pen. I have a few of these, and this one is beautiful. It's diamond cast, so it's glitter with the pink, purple, and blue. And I swap I have videos on this. I always swap my refills out. I don't like the refills that most pens come with. I try to find a Uni Jetstream that fits every pen that I have, which I've done a pretty good job at doing that. These do fit I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. But, well, I guess I could actually just take this out and show you that if you're in the market for Retro 51, that you can use Uni Jetstream. That's like my thing. It's because it doesn't smear. It's just a good. So this is the SXR 600 in the 7.7. They have them in 0.5. I have both, but I like the 7 in my whatever this is called, Retro 51. You just have to be careful. Don't lose the spring, and you got to put the spring on the right way, because if you put it on the other way, it won't come out and go back in. I had it so it's like bigger on one side. You have to put the smaller end. It feels like it won't fit, but you have to put the smaller end over, because like if you put it like the bigger end over, it goes all the way down. Your pen will get stuck and won't come back out, or won't go back in. I can't remember. But so you put it's hard to get on there. You put the smaller side on, and then you put it in and kind of twist it. You'll feel it kind of go down in the groove. So that way when you turn it, it's going to make a liar out of me. I got to get it in there either way. There we go. So when you twist it, it raises it up and lowers it back down. Maybe. It has like these little grooves in it. And then you just put your little lid back on it, or your tip, whatever. And you have your Uni Jetstream, so you don't have to worry about your ink smearing and bleeding and doing all the things. But it's basically, it's this same, like these that Hobonichi sends with their pens that everybody loves. It's that kind of ink. It's oil-based. So, anyway, that's the pen I've been using in here until I get... So, I'm going to have a video coming up probably in the next week or so. I have 2 of the pens. I'm waiting on one more. I got this cool pen. Oh, do I have it put together? I do. I don't have the nib in it. It's a clicky. I don't have, yeah, so it's not gonna work. But it doesn't have a clip. Like, what? I was so excited. So this is like, is it a Mooman? Yeah, Mahjong or something like that. So I'm gonna compare this with my Decimo, and then I have another pen that's coming that's similar. It's a fountain pen, but it's similar, so it doesn't have a clip either, to give people some options who can't do the whole clip on the clip on the nib side like me. Like I mean, the Decimo I can hold because it's so skinny, but of a Vanishing Point, there's no way. I've had 2 of them and I sold them both because I can't. So I'm going to do a video comparing all 3 pens and letting you know. But I'm going to, well, it'll probably be more than a couple of weeks because I want to write with the pens. This one I've written with. I know what my feelings on it, but I want to write with the other 2 before I give feelings on that. So at least maybe a week or 2 of writing with it. But I'm looking for the ultimate planner pen. That's, at least for me. So, all right, let's get into the plotter. So what I've done is, we are February, yeah, so I just have a doctor's appointment this week, so it's kind of going to be boring, but I can fill in, like, past week with a few things that I had. So this is my new planner insert. So what I did is, Plotter makes plain paper. This one was actually printed with my dot grid, and it was too distracting, so I picked up this. Okay, so this was $6. I paid $5 for this custom insert. She made it custom for me at Simple and Trendy Co. She had one very similar to this. It is undated, which is what I wanted because I can use it forever now. I paid $5 for this, $6 for this. That's a year of inserts. That's an entire year. And actually, it's 2 years if you want to use it on both sides, but I like the other side for like notes and things. But I don't know. I may actually just start doing my weeklies and then have notes in a different section because I can't, because it doesn't have dot grid on the back. I'll show you here. It's one that has no dot grid, so there's no dot grid, but there are like grids. So I don't know. I haven't fully decided. But either way, that's like a year to 2 years. There's 80 pages in here. So actually more than that. That's what, 160 sides of paper. 52 weeks. So that's 3 years, a little more than, or right about 3 years of inserts in this. So I spent $5 on that and $6 on this. Cheapest planner I'll ever have, as long as I can keep it going. So it has my weekly, my meal tracker, which we ate out a lot this week. Pizza. Tonight we'll probably cook, but I like knowing so I can try to plan like the next week. And I didn't utilize my checklist, which I guess maybe I wouldn't necessarily need notes on the back. So I think I may do it front and back, at least for now. I just am always worried about like writing right here with which I can take it out, not a big deal. But anyway, so I did test it before I ordered the plain paper. I tested it on my dot grid, and it was just a little distracting. It just bugs me because you can see the little bitty dot grids in between the lines because it's not all lined up perfectly, which it wouldn't be. It wasn't based off of that. But this is the one that I just printed for this week. I'm not going to use this back page because I wanted to try the new one. So I just printed this one out accidentally upside down, but it doesn't matter because the paper is all the same. So it looks perfect. And I'm so excited because that's all I wanted, was a planner that, you know, I can plan in. I just need it to be something simple. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything like, I don't know, super, I don't even know what I'm looking for. But it just needed to be something functional. That's it. So that's really all I was looking for. So when I saw their shop, she had the weekly and then the checklist. And I was like, I don't really need the whole checklist, which I could convert it myself. And I could have just put meal tracker down here and then just done my meals like that. But I just, out of curiosity, I just messaged them and was like, hey, do you do, so we're going to go ahead and start setting this up while we're talking. So it's the 17th. I was just like, hey, by chance, do you do, dang, I've got so many missed stickers. Okay, so we'll start here. By chance, you have something like this, and it was really late at night because I always do my best shopping in the middle of the night, obviously. So when I got up the next morning and was getting ready for work, I checked my, I just like turned my phone on or like whatever, opened it up, unlocked it. And I had a message from them on Etsy and they were like, hey, let me know if this works for you. And they had already created it and it was almost perfect. I can't remember. Well, she sent me two different ones. There was one like this and then one had something else on it. I don't remember what it was, but just a little bit of, I had asked for like two different options and they were just like, oh, hey, let me know how this looks and if it works for what you're looking for. And if not, let me know and I can change it. And I was like, wow, that was quick because I didn't even know that they did customs. I kind of thought that they did. I feel like I've seen it somewhere. But I will link their shop down below. And I was like, yeah, that's actually perfect. This is what I'm kind of doing with it. This is what I'm using it for. And yeah, I think that is exactly what I was looking for. So they asked me the size and the different things that, you know, any changes that might need to be made. And I was like, everything looks great. So, it was $5. So they were like, hey, you know, here's the finished thing. Is this okay? I was like, yeah, $5. Heck yeah, definitely. I would pay. I mean, I would have paid more because I can literally just print this off for the rest of my life if I wanted to. So Dr. Lewis at 11. And they sent me the file to my email and I came home on lunch and I printed it and it was messed up. It was so like, I was like, oh no, it printed so awful. And so I messaged them and was like, hey, I don't know. It was just like the whole bottom half of this was cut off. I was like, hey, I don't know if this is a me thing, a printer thing, what, but this is how it's printing out. Do you have any suggestions? They literally like asked me my printer and the model and went and read my printer like user guide to try to help me figure out the issue. And while I did finally, I figured it out. They were asking me, you know, like, try this and this and this. It finally, I don't know if it was just something in my preset settings, but I restarted my computer and pulled it back up and printed it and it printed perfect. So I don't know what the deal was. It was, so I've been putting February up here. Man, I'm just telling y'all I can't write today. Okay. I'm just like, I don't know what it was, but it's printed perfectly ever since. I printed off several different just to try it on this. And I know it's wasteful, whatever, but I want it to be how I want it. So I ordered the plain paper. I actually ordered 2 of these because I was like, well, that'll literally give me paper for the next like 6 years. So, yeah, so I'm good. I'm good on this. As long as I can keep using it and using it how it works for me, I think it's going to be perfect. But I do think maybe I will do it on both sides and then just have another section for notes in the back. I just like having my notes with my paper. So like this is normally what I do, is like throughout the week as things come up, I just write it on the back. But that's also what the little checklist thing can be, because it doesn't necessarily have to be just whatever, as long as I can fit it there and it's not, because sometimes I have like long notes, but most of the stuff is just, you know, stupid little things that I could even abbreviate. So yeah, so like I have a post office drop for an ink swap that I'm doing, and I think that's pretty much it for the week right now, which is kind of simple for a little bitty plan with me. I just don't have a lot going on this week. My boss is out for 3 days. I need to find a way to, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just talking out loud. Anyway, yeah, I just don't have a lot going on, but like, I think this is going to work really well for me. It worked. I mean, like I said, it worked well last week. I used it. Did I use it? No, I had already set up the week before, so I didn't use it before that. But it's just really pulling out my planner at work, because I usually just leave it setting in my purse, and then when I think about it, I pull it out. But I had back issues all week. I think my sciatic was, I think that's what it was. It was miserable. So like Tuesday and Wednesday, I came in late and left early those days. And I'm finally feeling like a lot better today. But, oh yeah, I guess I need to write down my shot day. Left side, I think. I don't think there's anything else we've got going on. But yeah, I'll probably just plan out our meals. I used to do that all the time, and it just is so much easier when I know what I'm making or doing before I get home. Because I always forget to lay stuff out. I'm the world's worst. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing now. It's working so far for the 1 week that I've really used it. We'll see how it keeps going. I have so many stickers for date, like I have date dots that probably will last me the rest of my life. I have them from so many different companies. I'm just trying to use them up. So these may change, but the rest of it will probably just kind of be, at least for now, it works. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll stick this back in the printer and just print the other side too, and then I'll be good. I was going to go ahead and print off a few, but I probably will. That way I have them, and then I can just put them in here and then make me a little notes section back in the back. That way I have, I mean, I have so many. Okay, so these orders, I need to update this stuff. So yeah, I wanted to mention too, I feel like, I don't know, I feel a certain way. I've been filming nothing but unboxings, and I feel like people are going to be like, good Lord, this lady buys a lot of stuff. I mean, if you've been here, you know I do buy stuff. But the majority of my stuff, like, it's going to slow down. So Christmas, and then after Christmas, because I get money for Christmas from family, so naturally I'm gonna buy stuff. And then the whole month of February, I just basically celebrate. It is my birth month. My birthday is the last day of February, so up until then, yeah, I do go a little crazy and buy stuff all month. But the majority of the stuff that I bought has been thanks to you guys. Atlas credit. So most of these orders that have come from Atlas have been paid for from affiliate credit. You guys are so awesome to use my code. I can't thank you enough. You have no idea how much this has been beneficial to my channel and to me, my happiness. I mean, you guys have given me so many fun toys to enhance my joy. I was kind of struggling when I decided not to move forward with like my full planning when Plotter became so easy. I was kind of struggling with that. So the fact that I've been able to purchase some things, some fun pens that I can share with you guys, share my thoughts with you guys, it just means so much. And I hope you guys know that. You are the reason I'm here. I want to share this stuff with you, and not necessarily so you go out and buy it. I don't want you to buy anything that you're not comfortable with buying. My goal is to give you my thoughts and ideas on popular things that you may not even know about, for one, but you also may be like, oh, I'd like that, but would I really? Because that's what I do. I go on the hunt. It's what I did when I picked up this from Galen. I was just looking for different paper, and I saw so many different types of paper. I've never used Cosmo Airlight before, and so I thought, well, I mean, it's a little bit of an investment. Hopefully it works out, because I've spent so much money on so many different types of paper and planners that, you know, it's not, this works, but I don't want an A5 ring bound planner for ink things. It's not, I want a book bound. I want something that I can archive at the end of the year. So, and plus, I mean, a A5 plotter is like $300, and I'm not looking to invest that kind of money in, at least not now. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. A lot of my things are bought for with Atlas credit. And I thank you guys so much for that. And then the other things that I've bought have been birthday money. Also, I'm the queen of Klarna. Let me tell you, I can use that for literally everything. If you can Apple Pay, you can use Klarna. I'm not telling you to do that, by the way. But I do use it a lot, because some things you just need to pay over a couple of months instead of paying for it all at once. Some of those more big ticket items. But anyway, I just want you guys to know that how much I really appreciate your contributions to this channel by watching. Not even, I mean, you're here and you watch the content, but you also use my affiliate code and you comment and you like my videos, and it just means so much to me, because I've made so many friends that I would have never known or had from this channel, from this platform, because I'm so introverted and awkward. Even when I write letters to people, because I write, like, if I send out Happy Mail, I always add like a little note or whatever, and I'm so awkward in those notes. If you ever get one from me and you're like, what is this girl talking about? Just know I'm awkward. Because I am. But, yeah, I just really appreciate you guys. It really does mean a lot that you're here. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. I didn't know what to do, but I just wanted to share kind of what I'm using and how I'm using it. I do have a couple other things that I use, but they're not really anything worth sharing. So, I mean, if you have any questions about any of it, I'm happy to discuss or talk about it. Or if you have any questions about any pens that I use, there are a couple that I'm looking at getting. The new Benu the little bitty one, the Pixie. I'm hoping to pick one of those up. And I did buy an Esterbrook Jr. It's my actual birthday pen. So it's paid for by family. And hopefully it'll arrive on my birthday or right around, it's a pre-order right now because I ordered it from Atlas. But, and then I'm trying to think. I have one other like larger pen that I want to buy, but I'm just hesitant on it. A platinum. I have a platinum Preppy and I've never inked it up. I heard that they have a little feedback like Sailor, so I'm kind of hesitant to buy a $300 pen that I don't know if I'm going to like it, because I did that with Sailor, and it regretted both of them. So thankfully I have been able to sell one of them. I still have the First Snow that I don't know. I may sell it, I may not, but that one I still am hanging on to for now. But yeah, so I don't know. I hope this wasn't too much of a boring video. I just wanted to share what I'm using right now and how I've changed my plotter a little bit. The rest of it is basically the same. I still have my to-dos. I use the to-do paper to keep track of orders. I need to add my Van Ness and my Atlas order, and then I have my credit cards in there that I'm working on paying off, and then I have school stuff, which is just a breakdown of like my classes, what I'm studying for, or my upcoming classes. So this is what they have me lined up for the rest of through summer, I guess. And then just my calendar. So as of right now, that is what's going on. I don't have hardly anything, I don't think, coming up in March. Hopefully, we'll have some new things coming soon. But anyway, I just want to thank you guys so much for hanging around and being here. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and it would mean the absolute world if you would consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one.